Hello guys, how are you? So hopefully some of you actually get this. Hello, how are you? What is going on with the masculine collective? I haven't been on here in a little bit. So if you guys want to donate $4.99 or more, I give you an intuitive message on here. Okay. So that's up to you. So, Deborah, your message is you're going to be traveling across seas in a few months. The masculines, you guys, kind of karmic connections mean like bad work vibes and bad friends, yes. The masculines are going through like extreme warfare right now. Okay, and they're understanding that they were like tempted by warfare off path, and they know it, and they just feel it. Like even if they don't know this kind of thing, they know they took the wrong path. Does that make sense? I mean, I can feel that here. You know, the one thing that I want to say is that no matter what God has to say, and the ancestors have a say, okay? And what I'm kind of getting here with the cards here is that they're really holding on to something, and I feel that's you, okay? And they failed you in some form or manner. Okay, they did. And I feel like that with the 1010 portal, it was really around ending ancestral karmic patterns, you know, and if they're with a karmic partner that is a representation or a replica of the ancestral karmic patterns, that connection is coming to an end. Like that person got pulled out, that person quit talking to them, that person has nothing to do with them. Or there's some there's drama. I want to say trauma, but it could be trauma, but drama, that sort of thing. And they're being shown the way. And I feel like that this is the way back towards you, you know. And I do feel they're really in their emotions right now with the moon card. Like there's some really intense emotions. But I also feel like that their secrets are coming to light. So this is causing a lot of anxiety for the masculine collective. Okay, so the anxiety is really intense right now, and the fears are coming up and that sort of thing. Okay, but there's guilt, regret, and shame. But they're starting to realize that the path that they chose was built on a path of illusion. It was built on a path of trauma. It was built on a path of bullshit. Okay, and they're kind of in this darkness right now that is it's absolutely terrifying. It's absolutely terrifying. So if they chose a karmic partner who's nothing but a piece of shit, who's nothing but a plant in their life, who misdirected them and they were warlock and warfare on the masculine, like they're starting to see this, that this person's the hidden enemy. Okay, and the fear and the forces behind the scenes, the occult forces, the warfare is so intense right now, and I feel like they're feeling it. And even if they don't know what warfare is, like they just have this knowing, like I fucked up, and they're feeling the consequences of this. Okay, There's illusion, deception. Like what they thought was the right path is not what it appears to be. Maya, the masculine from your past, is going to reconcile with you in a couple of weeks. Like he wants to get you back. So this is a time where they're facing extreme turmoil, but this is a time for the feminine to really have these boundaries because they need to feel this pain. It's the wrath, okay? And what they're experiencing is extremely emotional, but it's extremely terrifying at the same time. So what they were doing to you was they were projecting their fears out on you, and they pushed you away, and they tried to blame you for their problems and for their fears that they were having. But in actuality, their fears were inside of themselves. So it's illusion they were projecting out. So they drew in a karmic partner who's just a bunch of bullshit, who just like consoled their fears, so to speak. Does that make sense? Their unconscious is really at work here, you guys. The unconscious and the masculine's at work here. And I do feel that their ancestors are showing them the way at this moment. Like they're being shown the way. Like this is the way. This is the way out of your fears. Like this is the way out of your fears, masculine, okay? And this portal really brought that up to them. And I feel like there was this like 20/20 vision, eyes wide open, like, oh my God, this is what I did. I turned on the divine connection that I had with feminine and blamed her and acted like she wasn't my person. Because I didn't want to admit that they were my person because that meant that I had to grow. Their subconscious has been at work for quite a while here is what I'm picking up as well. Okay, it really is. So there's going to be there's going to be a lot illuminated to these masculines, you guys, and it's going to be illuminated in the 3D so they see everything for what it truly is, okay? If they are dealing with the karmic, the ancestors are going to remove this karmic out of the path. They're going to get their karma through that karmic. They're going to remove from the path very suddenly. This karmic is going to fuck them over. There's going to be a sudden realization of truth of that karmic partner. Okay? They've been making decisions based on their fear. Does that make sense? Because that's what I'm hearing. Okay? They've been making decisions based on fear-based subconscious fears, really. Okay, I feel this intensely. So they're being driven down a brand new path, you guys, a brand new spanking path. But as they look at this new path, they're realizing that some of the ships have sailed to the path they should have been down to begin with. But at the same time, they realize the ships have sailed, but they're having hopes that maybe, just maybe, you'll give them another chance. And they're realizing that they can manifest their reality as well. Hello, John. Have you guys joined John's Instagram? John, type out your Instagram on there. If you guys want to book readings with me, like through text, I now have a texting app that I use to do readings. It is not WhatsApp though. It is another text. It's just a number that you can text like a regular text, and I answer you with the reading. There are full readings. I say one question to you guys because I mean one topic, because some people like to take advantage of it and ask like 25 questions, okay? So you can text me with proof of payment, okay? There is a link on wickedvirgo.com. But I also have a post in my Instagram story with the number, okay? And they've been actually very accurate readings, and everybody's been very pleased and satisfied with these readings, and I get them back very quickly. So this is a new offer that I'm offering, okay? And I also recommend my 2 heart clearings during the eclipse if you're interested in that. So what I'm getting for the masculines is the way things were going. I got this in a pick a card on Instagram, so this must resonate with Summa Collective. Okay, there, like, things did not go as they expected. Okay, so they thought that the path they were going down was going to work, and it was their subconscious fears directing them. Okay, follow John on Instagram, you guys, and I believe he will be starting to do readings through Instagram. So if you want to get a reading with him, go like his page. Okay, and I'm gonna teach him how to like do readings through Instagram. Okay. So when they went down the karmic path, which is karmic path is collapsing and closing out, especially with the 10-10 cycle. It just didn't work as they thought. So they thought they could escape from growth, is what I'm getting. And there's a lot of gossip around these masculines right now, okay? The decisions they made, the bad choices this made. It sounds like my ex, you guys. I don't know why I'm channeling my ex. Just maybe this is a collective thing the men are going through. But people are like gossiping about their choices because it's like they got under warfare, okay? That directed him down the karmic path. Okay? And they left and abandoned you when things got too hard. So that's kind of what they did here. Debbie, your message is that the masculine on your mind, he is engaging in escapism right now, and he's trying to escape his growth. Goddess Melinda, how are you? What's your message for me today? So what they're realizing is that you are inseparable. Okay, there's an inseparable thing. So what happens is when these timelines are God-given and they're meant to be together and you're meant to be combined together, everything karmic collapses around you. So that's kind of what's going on here, okay? Our love is always there despite the distance. So they know this and they feel this. They tried to escape this and it didn't work. They went down a karmic timeline. The karmic timeline's closing out. There's going to be severe backlash, karmic backlash, for these masculines for taking advantage of you and not going down the divine path and going down the karmic timeline. Okay, so there's going to be a huge reveal coming forward, so just be ready for that reveal. It might be a bit painful for some of you to hear about this reveal. Pop my toes. Why do I need to do that? I had restless legs last night, and I don't know why I had restless legs. It was very weird. Yeah. Here's the karmic path. The devil. They went on the path of the devil. The sun in reverse. It put them in deep despair, unhappiness. They're not feeling it, you know. And now they're in their head like, how do I find happiness? You know, how do I get out of this? I got a big download. What's that big download? So they're in their head like, how do I get away from this? How do I get away from this misery of this dark path that I chose, that I thought I would be happy in, and I'm not? Okay? So this is like dark night of the soul, but like dark night of the soul, I fucked my life up kind of energy that I'm seeing here, okay? Very karmic, very karmic. And they thought they would be happy, but it was the temptation of the darkness. Maria, your message is that there's going to be a masculine coming in that wants to pursue. I feel like it's your current partner. He wants a reconciliation. He wants to mend things, is what I'm getting. People mask off even more. Well, I was just in my hometown, Melinda. And I do think things are starting to show in a sense, yes. I was in my hometown for 10 days. And I had a lot of epiphanies, okay? And when I went into my house up there, that my ex and his, whatever you want to call her, trashed it and betrayed me and my kids, cost me all money. It was terrifying. It was terrifying. And I met up with my ex, and he's like feeling very remorseful. But it's too late. That ship has sailed, okay? But I was absolutely mortified at what I was seeing. And I could not believe that these people could be so nasty. Okay, I couldn't believe this. I just don't know how humanity can act this way, because I could never do that. Okay, I could never do that. Whose name? So I was like, I was raged. I was just enraged at what I was seeing, and I couldn't believe that two adults could be like so rotten. And then I realized that my ex was taken by warfare, immensely taken by warfare, and that this woman was used as a tool as warfare on my family. Like, it was just very clear to me. I couldn't turn my heat on in the house because the gas is locked. Like, they actually locked it, and I paid collections. I paid the bill in collections. But I couldn't get it unlocked because I had to go back home. So it was absolutely unreal to me. I just couldn't believe that people act this way. Like, I was mortified. This was my home that I brought my babies home from the hospital to, that I birthed my son in. I mean, it was mortifying. And to think that this woman is due with a child in a month that she says is my ex-husband's. Well, we're not divorced yet, but he's my ex-husband as far as I'm concerned. It's like, what did you get yourself into? You know, and I ask him that all the time. Like, what are you doing? And he just cries, and he never has an answer. I need to say I made a mistake, you know? But it's like, he should not be disrespecting the mother's children. And I also got downloads that there was multiple women involved that he's toyed around with throughout the years. But the biggest epiphany was that he really got in warfare on this one. Like, this was an act of warfare. And what I intuitively feel is that they are going to be forced to somehow pay back my children and I for the damage and the $3,000 I had to pay for the eviction. And that my house is going to be fixed up, and he is going to be doing it. My house is unlivable. Literally unlivable right now. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. But I have moved on, and that's going to be the biggest wake-up call for him, is that I moved on and I filed divorce and I'm not turning back. Okay? So that he has to live with for the rest of his life. For the rest of his life, over the temptation of sex and drugs. Okay? So, Haley, your message is that the masculine on your mind, he's going through a transformation, and that's why he's acting the way he is. So that was the hugest wake-up call for me, was going back home and seeing it with my own two eyes. But what I hear, you guys, is that justice will be served. Justice will be served, and it's going to be very, very painful. Okay? And the fact that this woman just laughs and thinks it's funny and thinks what she did is cute and goes and thinks it's hilarious, that is a shame on women. Okay? To think it's funny to destroy the lives of 4 children, you do not have a soul. You do not have a heart. You are an empty shell. And you brought warfare into my family. You caused demonic attacks on me and my children. Shame on you, and shame on you. Ken Waltz, your message is that you're going to start the steps of union with your masculine. It's going to be painful at first, but liberating after a couple months. Yes, he let down his own children. But as a woman that I thought was a friend of mine, that I was trying to help, give her a chance to get her life together, that was that envious of me, that she had to steal my husband and my kids' children and then get fucking pregnant. Let's hope the baby's not his, okay? Let's hope that. That is one nasty, jealous woman. And that is the act of the devil. Okay? So I do feel that these masculines are in major regret of some secrets and things like that. No, she's not going to be laughing much longer because I feel like the month of October is going to throw people through the loop that did those kind of things. You just do not go like trash someone's house. You do not destruct someone's children's lives. Okay? And no man on this planet, no good man, shall I say, leaves behind 4 innocent children. None. Unless they're going to prison or they're drug addicts on the street. None. 0. Yes, it will prevail. So, the truth will be revealed for the masculines towards you, feminine. So if there's any secrets or anything that is not to light yet, it's going to come to the surface. And I do feel regret, like I lost the good one. Okay? I lost the good one. So they're facing their shadow side right now. And a lot of the reason why they ran from you, it is very hurtful. What me and my children went through is very painful, very hurtful. And my children are very lucky to have me because I am their stability. Okay? I will never allow this woman around my children. She is not welcome near my children. I will protect them with all my might. So he needs to make some very big decisions in his life to be in these children's life. I want him in these children's life because that is their father. Okay? But not this shit and having babies with other women. Yes, narcissism at its finest. But I tell you what, this made me all the stronger. Okay, because I'm not naive, I'm not stupid. I do feel these masculines, you guys. Whose watch? Linda, I don't know what you're talking about. So, I do feel these masculines right now are being stopped from coming towards you because they have to clear the karmic cycles, okay? They have to allow the karmic timelines to collapse so that they can move forward in a more divine place with a purified energy. I don't think it's his either. I really don't. Like, I just don't. And everybody says that. Okay, so some messages. I look at your social media even though I tell myself not to. It haunts me because I miss you so much. I keep getting signs that remind me of you. I can't ignore them anymore. I need to reach out to you. So they are getting the push to contact you. But it's like something is stopping them because I feel like they have to allow these karmic timelines to collapse first, which will happen throughout the month of October, okay? And all I can say, you guys, is there's going to be a lot of pain for people throughout the month of October that have been ignoring their karmic cycles, avoiding, and just thinking they can dodge karma and they're above karma for some reason or another. I'm sorry for putting you in a third-party situation. I'm miserable, but I don't have the courage to leave. I deeply regret hurting you. I was triggered and lashed out at you. It's not your fault. I messed up this. I'll fix it. Okay? So there you go, guys. That's the reading, and I hope that resonates with you. And like I said, if you want to book the text readings with me, I'm offering a deal. They're $35. Okay? And you can go on my website. The number's on my website. Otherwise, hit up my Instagram story, and I also have a number on there. And all you do is screenshot, proof of payment, and then ask me what topic you want read. Okay, you guys? I'm going to get off here, all right? Bye-bye.